From Keir Starmer claiming he's pro-free speech.
Free speech in this country has been for a very long time. We're very, very proud of it. We will protect it forever.
To Matt Goodwin going speechless when his own logic turned on him.
I want a national unifying politics which puts Britain first, not Pakistan, not Gaza, not any other foreign policy thing. Britain first.
Not Israel?
Well, today we've got a legendary lineup of politicians getting called out for hypocrisy on live TV. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
There are new powers here to censor your site, states mandate.
To censor my site?
To censor your site.
You mean Truth? Truth, sir?
I mean Truth. Is that okay?
Well, I don't think he's going to censor my site because I say only good things. Will you please uncensor my site?
Yeah, we're not censoring anyone. We've got some measures which are there to protect children, in particular from sites like sites. We've had too many cases in the United Kingdom of young children taking their own lives, and when you look through their social media, they've been accessing sites which talk about suicide and encouraging, if you like, children down that road, and that is what we want to stop. Nothing about censoring free speech. But this country is the proud free speech in this country has been for a very long time. We're very, very proud of it. We will protect it forever.
I only say good things about him and his country, so they to me, you're making a mistake. I'm going to give my ambassador the job, make sure it's not censored. I had not heard that.
I've got to say, if Keir Starmer tells you the sky is blue, you might want to double check, because chances are it's pouring rain. His record speaks for itself. Under his watch, the UK government has been cracking down hard on free speech, even throwing people in jail over social media reactions. It's gotten so bad that just days ago, the US State Department's annual human rights report mentioned the human rights situation worsened in the United Kingdom during the last year. The main reason is the Online Safety Act. In another interview, a Labour MP tried defending this piece of legislation, only to slip up and accidentally reveal its true purpose.
Going to think twice about putting out information which will lead 13-year-old girls to commit.
Then why not put the Child Online Safety Bill? If it's about children, is it just about children, or does it focus on adults?
That should be an elite squad.
Barry, does it just focus
to protect 13-year-old girls?
I'm sorry, the elite squad is not about children. Actually, shall I read you the thing? An elite squad of police officers is to monitor social media for anti-migrant sentiment. I don't think 13-year-olds are engaging that. So is it also to monitor adults? Simple question, yes or no?
Yes, of course it will.
Okay, there you go.
While the intent behind this act might sound noble, especially when it comes to protecting kids and teenagers, it hides some pretty questionable provisions. Under this law, people could face jail time for things like cyberflashing, trolling, being offensive, or spreading disinformation. The only problem is that these are vague, subjective terms, and they put the government in the position of deciding what's acceptable to say and what's not. That is a slippery slope. In fact, The Times recently reported that UK police are making 30 arrests a day for offensive online messages. And it's not just the UK dealing with this creep towards speech policing. Europe as a whole is feeling it. For instance, let's see what happened when Ursula von der Leyen was delivering a speech in Finland.
Thank you very much for receiving me. And first of all, to those who scream and yell here so loud, they can be happy that they are in a free country like Finland, where the free speech is a right, where they have not any restrictions. If they would be in Moscow, they would be in jail in 2 minutes.
This is what they do to European candidates in Finland! This is what they do
about that.
Well, forget Russia's record, they just beat it. The man was arrested in under 30 seconds. His name is Armando Mema. Here's where it gets interesting. He had actually run as a candidate for the European Parliament, and he was reportedly fined 110 euros for causing harm to a public official. All he did was shout a question during von der Leyen's speech. That's it. No threats, no violence, just a question. It's moments like this that push J.D. Vance to speak out about the state of free speech in Europe during a joint press conference with the UK's foreign minister, and he didn't hold back.
Mr. President, you've expressed some concerns in the past about free speech in the United Kingdom and Europe more broadly. Do you bring any kind of a message to the Foreign Secretary today on that subject?
Well, I'd say I've raised concerns about free speech in the United States of America. I think the entire collective West, the transatlantic relationship, our NATO allies, certainly the United States under the Biden administration, got a little too comfortable with censoring rather than engaging with a diverse array of opinions. So that's been my view. Obviously, I've raised some criticism and concerns about our friends on this side of the Atlantic, but the thing that I'd say to the people of England or to anybody else, to David, is many of the things that I worry most about were happening in the United States from 2020 to 2024. I just don't want other countries to follow us down what I think was a very dark path under the Biden administration.
He's absolutely right. What we're witnessing right now in Europe is what George Orwell warned about in 1984. And had we elected Kamala and her running mate Waltz, we would be in a similar situation. But nothing comes close to the time Matt Goodwin was exposed by his own logic, so here we go.
I want a national unifying politics which puts Britain first, not Pakistan, not Gaza, not any other foreign policy thing, Britain first.
Not Israel?
Well,
not Israel. The media's just been talking about Israel and the IDF for the last 4 or 5 days. That's what they talk about. You wouldn't think that high streets in this country are on the, are on the way down, or public services aren't doing well, or people are struggling with their bills. I hear so much about Israel.
Is that a fair point?
well, my personal view is Israel is a very close ally. Well, until recently, it was a very close ally of the United Kingdom. We should look after our allies. Unfortunately,
no, we shouldn't.
Unfortunately,
we should look after Britain.
Unfortunately, Israel no longer feels that we are a reliable ally, thanks to the Labour government. I care. And
Why?
Lots of British Jews in the country care about that.
The point of politicians in the UK should be to look out for the UK. That's it. That's something, by the way, that the right always used to say. And I used to look at them as somebody on the left going, you know what, I think they've got a point. And large parts of the right, Matthew, have just gone away from that because they just keep on talking about Israel and Tel Aviv and the IDF. They're making the IDF a protected characteristic. Media, it's silly. You had it right. You had it right 5-10 years ago. Look after this country.
Exactly. You can't run around waving Britain first or America first banner only to turn around and put the interests of a foreign government ahead of your own people. And here's where it gets funny. Some of these same folks who rail against sending a dime to Ukraine have no problem writing a blank check to Israel. It's the kind of double standard that makes you wonder if principles even exist in politics anymore. You see, consistency isn't just a good look, it's essential if you want people to take you seriously.
It's not silly to say Israel has a right to self-determination and to protect its own people.
Every country does.
That Britons, particularly British Jews, also feel profoundly unsafe about the direction of travel in this country.
So hold on. You started this by saying British politicians shouldn't be talking about other countries. I say ignore Israel. And then you say, no, actually, no, they should be talking about Israel. You need to make your mind up.
I'm not saying they should be talking about Israel. I'm saying I have less of an issue with them talking about countries that are our allies than people who are actively trying to organise politics along sectarian lines.
Do you know, in the last parliament, do you know what percentage of Tory MPs were members of Conservative Friends of Israel?
How many?
70%. Be friends of your own constituencies.
The fact that he singled out a religious group, then immediately claimed to be against sectarian politics, says it all. He couldn't even make it through 2 minutes without tripping over his own words and contradicting himself multiple times. But honestly, this is the state of modern politics in a nutshell. It's no longer about standing on principles, it's about delivering the catchiest, most headline-friendly soundbite. Whether it's actually true or logically consistent doesn't seem to matter anymore. As long as it looks good on social media or makes for a viral clip, that's considered a win. Let me know in the comments which one of these clips was your favorite. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.